Welcome to Business News. I am Chiwendu Osisiogo. The Central Bank of Nigeria has asked telecommunications companies that intend to deepen financial inclusion in the country through mobile money services to make a minimal capital deposit of 5 billion naira. Commenting on the guidelines, the Chairman Association of Telecommunications Companies of Nigeria, Benga Adebayo, said the PSB license would allow the telcos to facilitate the payments but restrict them from giving loans. As contained in the draft guidelines issued by the CBN, an evidence of the payment of 5 billion naira must be provided when applying for an approval in principle, and the telecoms companies that have indicated interest in driving the financial inclusion plans of the federal government are MTN, Airtel, 9Mobile, Entel, and Globalcom. However, objected to the minimum deposit of 5 billion naira, saying it was on the high side considering that other mobile money operators were asked to make a payment of 2 billion naira, adding that these issues have been addressed in feedback to the Apex Bank, expressing optimism that the input will be considered. The federal government has charged the Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency to come up with innovative measures that will help reduce the number of unmetered power users across the country. Speaking at the second NEMSA Stakeholders Forum in Abuja, the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, asked the agency to do more in implementing its mandates by exploring other opportunities that would help address the lack of meters in the industry. Standing on the heels of the government, over 6 million consumers of electricity in Nigeria do not have meters, and this has impacted negatively on operators in the sector. The minister affirmed that he would like to focus on the first element of NEMSA's mandate, which is to ensure that electricity materials, equipment and instruments used in the Nigerian electricity supply industries are of the right quality, standards and specifications. The Nigerian Stock Exchange has fined 4 companies a total of 127.2 million naira for failure to adhere to best corporate governance practices and refusal to submit their accounts and operational reports as and when due. Recalling that in 2018, the NSE has lifted their suspension. The NSE has lifted the suspension it had earlier placed on trading in the shares of EcoCorp PLC, Academic Press PLC, Premier Paint PLC, and Ostilas and Company PLC. Meanwhile, the latest ex-compliance data from the NSC revealed that 4 companies were suspended at different times in 2017 and failed to right their wrongs, which led to the huge amount of accumulated fines. According to the data obtained from the exchange, EcoCorp owns 75.6 million naira, Academic Press 35 million naira, Premier Paint 11.2 million naira, and Ostilas 5.4 million naira, adding that Premier Paint and EcoCorp were suspended on July 5, 2017. Ostilas was suspended on August 2, 2017, and Academic Press on October 4, 2017. The naira yesterday depreciated to 361.5 naira per dollar in the parallel market. According to a report, the live exchange rate platform of the Association of Bureau de Change Operators of Nigeria, the parallel market exchange rose to 361.5 naira per dollar from 361 naira per dollar on Tuesday, indicating 50 kobo depreciation of the naira. Similarly, the naira yesterday depreciated by 53 kobo in the investors and exporters window, even as the volume of dollars traded rose by 15%. Data from financial market dealer quotation showed that indicative exchange rate for the window rose to 364.24 naira per dollar yesterday from 363.71 naira per dollar on Tuesday, translating to 53 kobo depreciation of the naira. The volume of dollars traded yesterday in the window rose by 15% to $169.98 million from $147.41 million on Tuesday. Food business is a very competitive and taxing one. It takes an extra effort to ensure its continuous existence and growth. Taken to the streets of Abuja and speaking with some food vendors regarding on how they manage their food business in their locality, this was what they had to say.
It's a lot of challenges. This is something that I've never done in my life. I am trying to, I just put interest on it. And for first start, I've been losing a lot. This is a new business that I'm just starting. People have not really known here that much. but by the grace of God, people have been coming, not constantly like yesterday, was not really like today. As a baby business that I'm trying to establish, there is no really target like that. I am only trying to establish it this year. Then from next year, I am going to give myself a target from January next year by the grace of God. But at this 2 month, 3 month, I am trying to establish the business. By the time I have a lot of customers, then I will now give myself a very good target.
That's the business news from Television Nigeria. I am Chiwende Osisiego. Thanks for watching.